Hey, this is American Lonsdale fan, and I have to ask a simple question. Am I finally kind of betraying my YouTube name? After all, my YouTube name is American Lonsdale fan. So what does that mean anyway? Well, basically when I used to do amateur Muay Thai and some boxing, I made it a point to always use the Lonsdale products, the shorts, the gloves, whatever I could use, really just to make myself stand out. It was kind of a cool thing because most people had the typical everything from Fairtex to Twins for the Muay Thai, or they sometimes you had a lot of Everlast folks who would wear the Everlast shorts and so forth. I kind of tried to set myself apart and wear and use Lonsdale equipment. Lonsdale, if you know anything about it, it refers to an Earl of Lonsdale who over 100 years ago was the first to use an actual belt, if you will, as a championship prize. So that was the first time a championship belt was actually used, and it's still used today. If you've heard of a person being a champion, boxing champion of the British Isles, they essentially have been awarded a Lonsdale championship belt. And in 1960, a company got the rights to use the Lonsdale name, and they started making equipment. And they got very lucky in the sense that American boxers such as Muhammad Ali and even Sugar Ray Robinson were photographed using a lot of the Lonsdale equipment. They're still around. They pretty much only exclusively sell in Europe, but Americans can get their equipment through, eBay and some other stuff. And yeah, let's be bluntly honest. When you have, like, say, this is a Lonsdale professional grade sparring glove, let's be honest, made in China, and an exact duplicate is made by Ringside, down to the last detail. It just has a different brand company on it. Most brand names, let's be honest, they have set parameters that they want. They go to China makes it, and they say yes, it looks good. They slap their brand on. So nothing new. And I used to try to use a company called Shelvin Boxing because they were the last ones to be American made, but they closed up shop about 5 years ago, just retired out, so it was kind of sad. But overall, I've generally used Lonsdale equipment. Well, and I've used a number of different boxing and Muay Thai equipment. You name it, I've tried it, used it. Pretty much is all the same, depending on how cheap they made. I hate anything like vinyl gloves that you find in brick and mortar stores and so forth that are just cheaply made. But if it's a professional grade piece of equipment, I've used it, I've liked it, except one. So this is the first time that I've used or purchased even Cleto Reyes gloves. If you're a boxing fan, you know all about Cleto Reyes gloves. They're made in Mexico. They are made, instead of cowhide, they use a goat skin for their leather, and you can smell it right off the bat. As soon as you open up the package, you go, okay, that's a leather for you. So in my training, I just thought I'd try these just because I've never used them before. And I've used everything. I've used Twins, Fairtex, I've even used Grant gloves, which I thought were a little overpriced. But decided to give Cleto Reyes a try. Like I said, made in Mexico, from goat skin, and not so much of these, but some of even the old school ones that are still made the old way, even to this day, have horsehair as the padding. So, but these are just training gloves. I'm not competing anymore. I'm getting a little old. But more importantly, I just don't have the time. But I love to keep training, and thought I'd give these a whirl. I don't think I'll be changing my YouTube name to American Cleto Reyes fan, but because after all, the American Lonsdale fan name just kind of stuck. That's what I got known for, and I still use a lot of the apparel just to kind of set myself apart. I don't know, just a habit. Yeah, I know it's just a brand name, but we'll see how these run. You hear a lot about them. They are puncher's glove, which is fine with me. I don't have any problems with hand strength, or I've never had a hand injury. Don't tend to, and we'll see how these go. So maybe I'll do a review of are these worth their reputation, or are they worth the price? All right. So for now, this is still American Lonsdale fan signing off. God bless you and those you love.